All right, welcome to Smokey Reacts. I'm your boy journalist, and on this one, we're back for some more Shits and Gigs podcast. This is going to be embarrassing things that shouldn't be embarrassing. Shout out to the man at the podcast. Thank you guys for joining me. If you could, please hit that like, subscribe, Patreon's in the description, and let's get into this one.
What shouldn't be embarrassing but is?
Ooh, I haven't, obviously, same again, always. I've seen the title, I haven't read it, but cool.
Cool. Getting caught having a conversation with yourself.
Oh, wow.
Has that ever happened to you?
Yes.
Yeah.
It actually happened the other day, bro. I was in the car, and it was like, you know when you're... Cool, I had to check myself, because I had to just make sure it wasn't with you.
Okay.
It definitely wasn't with you, but I had to check myself because in my imagination I just saw you in the passenger.
Okay.
But it wasn't with you.
Okay.
Cool, but yeah, there's been an occasion where I've been like having a full-blown conversation with myself in my head, in the silence of this car. It was with you. It was on the way to the JD and Coke thing the other day.
Okay.
It was on the way to the JD Coke thing the other day. Wow.
Oh, God.
Yeah, bro, we were just driving in silence.
Yeah.
When we got back from LA, we're driving in silence, and you obviously, it was so minor you wouldn't have even noticed.
Okay.
But literally, it's completely silent. And then I went, from what you would have heard, it would have been me like, that's all you would have heard.
Yeah,
and you were like, what? And I was like, what? And you were like, oh, I thought you said something. I was like, nah.
Okay.
Fam, my heart was racing because I was having a full-blown conversation.
And you kind of verbalized.
And I got carried away and it came out my mouth. And I was like, blah, blah. And you were like, what? I said, what? You were like, bro, I thought you said something. And I was like, nah.
Okay.
And you were like, cool. You just moved on and carried on texting. And I was like, wow, my imagination's running wild.
It happens with me, but more time when I'm like watching football, that I talk to myself. And I'm talking to the screen, but I'm also talking to myself. I'm having a conversation with myself about what United should do better. And
you're agreeing with yourself.
I'm agreeing with myself or disagreeing with myself. Whoever's listening is listening, whoever's not is not. Do you know what I mean? I'm just in the zone. I'm just saying stuff. When you give someone a compliment, but they didn't hear you. Tough.
That's a terrible
Tough. Waving back at someone who actually isn't waving at you, but the person behind you. That's
I do that shit all the time.
So many times. Double down. Do you know
You
what's
already know it's happened to me.
It's happened. Of course, I know it's happened to you. Double down was one of the worst things that happened to me. More than that was, I can't remember where we were, but I think we were at an event because you were there, but I don't think you saw. For the life of me, I can't remember what event it was. I saw someone like he was giving an expression like he wanted to hail me, kind of thing, like handshake, blah blah blah. So
my God. Yeah.
Bro, I went
I'm
for
at the
it.
handshake.
Yeah, I went for a handshake. Everything, bro. Didn't know who the brother was, but I thought he was just saying, "Wagwan, love your shit." That was my immediate assumption because he looked in my direction, and I was thinking, I didn't look back. One of them was didn't look back for handshake, whatever, spud, boom, boom, boom. Kept on walking. I looked back, immediately spotted the person behind me. Immediately handshake, and the person behind me was like, "Damn. This wasn't meant for me." I just kept it moving. I can't remember what event it was, James, but you were there.
Really?
You were there. I can't remember what event it was.
I could.
Yeah. I couldn't vocalize what happened.
Yeah.
Jesus
I would
Christ.
scream if I saw that.
Yeah. It was peak. It was peak, bro.
Fuck.
Yeah. That felt illegal.
Yeah.
That felt illegal, bro. It was so embarrassing. Jesus, it was so embarrassing.
I couldn't sit with that. That would bring me to my knees right now. I would squat down.
Yeah, it was so annoying.
Jeez.
Yeah, peak.
He actually did that for you as well.
He just firmed it, bro.
He fully charged it and was like, fair enough. I'm not going to stop him.
Yeah, he just charged it, bro.
Wow.
So, yeah, props to my man, whoever it was. I can't remember where it was, but yeah. Card getting declined because you don't have the... Sorry, card getting declined because you have to approve the transaction.
When you're out with a shorty and this happens, especially being around the world, like this is why I carry cash on me so much now, is my U.S. cards sometimes give me trouble still being in the U.K., me telling them like, yo, this is where I'm at right now. I'm like, but like, is it you? And then like you're out, you're having drinks, you're like, I got it, it's no problem. And motherfucker be like, they say you ain't got no money. That's what that means to me. So who's paying for these drinks? Because somebody's paying. It's terrible. It's so embarrassing.
That's jarring.
Fam?
It's never happened to me, but that's jarring.
Oh, that's happened to me. That happened to
biz,
me in Shoreditch, in the hotel I went to. Fucking business account.
Yeah.
They thought I was doing unusual spending. They declined it 3 times.
Oh, I remember you saying, yeah, you told
3
me.
times,
You
bro.
told me.
I had to use my own
My
personal
man was
card.
upset
She was like,
3
you sure you don't want
times.
to use a different card? And I was like, bro, no.
Yeah, yeah.
I got the I wanted to show it.
Yeah,
It's like,
here's my
got
account.
it.
Yeah, here's
I've
the
got
money.
it.
Yeah, when they ask you, sure you don't want to use a different card, that's AKA you're broke. Stop,
Yeah,
stop embarrassing
fam.
everyone.
Fam, borrow it.
Embarrassing.
Facts.
Get out your CC and borrow it.
Call whoever you need to call.
Are you sure you don't want to use a different card?
Don't talk
How
to me like that.
dare
Yeah,
you?
don't talk.
That's exactly why I have cash. Because I'm not going to a second card. We're going to cash. Cash, it instantly clears the mind. It's like a memory wipe. Card got declined because I had cash on him, so it wasn't actually a problem.
Talk to me like that.
Upgrade me.
Facts.
Upgrade me.
How about that?
Yeah, yeah,
Upgrade
yeah,
me, 'cause I'm
yeah. Charge me
spending
for
today.
2 nights.
Yeah, I'm spending. What shouldn't be embarrassing but is this one, flushing twice.
I say that speaks more to the shit toilet you have
Flushing
and the shit you take.
twice.
Also, if this came from the UK, I flushed quite a toilet here since being here. I have to give these people leading this country their credit. The water pressure for a toilet to flush, at least in the places I've been in, has been quite substantial. That I'm just like, that's an aggressive flush, actually. Like, quite aggressive.
Yeah.
Bro.
That's when you know you've done
yeah,
you've had
yeah,
a
yeah,
healthy
you've done
shit.
damage, bro.
You've done damage in that bath, yeah, in that toilet.
Bro,
That's crazy.
This happened to me. I'm just going to say it, bro.
Yeah.
This happened to me 2 days ago. So, I've told you before, if you're constipated,
Yeah.
you drink pre-workout, you're patterned.
Yeah, that's
your
flying
guts
through.
are
Yeah, yeah,
clearing
yeah,
out,
yeah, yeah.
fam.
Yeah.
I must have went to train with Lewis and David Lloyd the other day, right?
Okay.
Fuck this. Oh my God. I went there the other day, I had a pre-workout on the way.
Yeah, yeah.
And then when I got there, he's like, oh, there's this new flavor of Red Bull. I got you one. I was like, oh no.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I'd
yeah,
already had this,
yeah.
and now I'm having a Red Bull. Daddy, that's not good.
Yeah.
My guts were cooking.
I bet.
And we sat down and chatted for like 10 minutes,
Yeah,
and it
so
was
it's bubbling up.
It was
Yeah,
festering in there.
It's fermenting.
Yeah. So as soon as he was like, right, you ready to train? I said, fam, I'll go to the toilet. Sprinted to the toilet, slammed the door, and I was breathing, fam. I slammed the door and like had to like take my shit off with one hand.
You're just on the toilet. Before the first push, you have to. Yeah, I know it already. Before the first push, you have to regulate your breath. Because if the first push is too hard, your breath is all over the place. All over the place.
No.
You gotta regulate the whole thing. Oh. Oh. It's painful.
Bro.
Thinking about it is
Bro.
painful.
It was scary.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm there, shit's down to my ankles, I'm breathing, I took a deep breath. It flew out of me. Sorry. It fucking flew out of me.
Yeah.
And I was there just, ah.
Yeah.
And it's one at my, bro, you know the thing you get in your tool before you nut?
Yeah.
And you're pulsating?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what my asshole was doing, bro. It was pulsating because it didn't
Jesus
know if there was
Christ.
more or
Yeah.
less.
Oh my.
It didn't know if there was more if it was done.
Oh my god.
My
yeah.
whole thing was murked, bro. And I was like, raw.
Yeah.
Anyway, these bastards have this water-saving system that it's like, it's, you don't touch it. It's like a
wave thing.
Wave thing. Fam, but the way, I didn't know. They set it up that it's, for a piss flush, it's put your hand against it. For a doo-doo flush, it's a wave.
Okay.
I didn't know this.
Okay.
So I just literally went like that.
Yeah.
And it went,
Trickle.
it trickled.
Yeah.
So that's one flush.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? Nothing happened. And then I inspected, and then I saw this wave thing. I was like, say less. I was waving at it.
Yeah.
I was waving. But the light's staying red. It's not blinking. So I'm waving and waving and
yeah,
waving.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
thinking, my body's in the way. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
in this tiny little, and my body's, I'm here waving. And the thing's not flushing.
Yeah, yeah.
And when I say I murked the toilet, bro, I murked this toilet.
Yeah.
I was like, no.
Yeah. No one else can come in.
This is a high-class place.
Yeah.
So I'm waving, it's not working, fam. So I grip I grabbed my shit, open the door, and I had to like keep the cubicle clear so I could run out, run back in and wave. Fam, I had to do it twice. Before it
Jesus.
I was sweating.
That's
fam.
so much work.
I was sweating,
My
bro.
god.
Man had to work out to flush the toilet.
God, I absolutely bet. Flushing twice, especially There's no worse feeling than having to take a duke, a serious duke as well, and there's someone else in your yard. Either a partner, a ting, or you're in someone else's yard. And you feel like either one flush ain't gonna do it, or the shit I'm about to take is gonna take too long that I'm gonna have to do it in like increments. Do you know what I mean?
Intervals.
I've got to literally break this shit down.
No.
I've literally got to break this shit down.
Bro, facts.
And it's like, yeah, bro. Either the timing taking me in there is gonna alarm her, or the double flush is gonna alarm her. And
100%.
It's long.
Bro, 100%. There's been times where a double flush, where I have to, my technique is for a double flush, if someone's in the yard, I pretend to blow my nose. Okay. So I flush, let it all calm down, so she can't hear nothing else, and then she can hear me taking tissue, blowing my nose, loud as possible, then we're flushing again.
Yeah. The toilet will forever be louder than a human. What the fuck? Blowing your nose is not gonna work, my brother. She knows you flush.
There's a reason we're flushing again.
Say less.
Flipping hell, fam. So embarrassing.
That's jokes.
The time's gonna alarm her, you know. Raw, fam.
Oh God. Realizing I'm going in the wrong direction in public and having to turn around. I charge that straight away. As soon as I realize I charge it, turn around straight away.
Yeah, I have no problem.
When we went to the manager's office the other day.
Yeah, oh, the Nando's thing.
But I didn't even tell you, before I linked you.
Yeah.
My brain wasn't working, bro. Wow. I might have a tumor or something. Okay. My sense of direction.
Yeah.
Fam, I parked my car literally one road away.
Yeah.
Because I got there early. I got there like 45 minutes before you.
Okay.
Parked my car. I was starving.
Okay.
Ran into like Pret or something to grab some bits. Couldn't find my car again. I'm walking down streets, bro.
Oh my God.
Couldn't find my car again.
Oh my God.
So luckily I pulled up the Google Maps.
Yeah.
Took me back to my car. I was like, raw.
Yeah.
Then obviously the Nando's thing happened. And then after I left you, man, in Nando's, same again, bro.
Couldn't find your car.
Couldn't find my car again.
What's going
I was like, what's going on, bro?
Damn.
My sense of direction was crazy.
How you lose your car twice in the same day?
Back and forth. And there was a point where I span completely 360 around.
No.
That nigga desperate.
I was on the spot just all the way around, bro. I was lost.
I could have witnessed that.
I was lost in London.
Lost in London.
I was lost, bro.
I could have witnessed that, bro. That's peak. That is so peak. What shouldn't be embarrassing but is paying in coins instead of cash.
Facts.
100%. Money's money at the end of the day.
But facts. Paying in coins instead of cash.
There's nothing worse.
It's even more embarrassing when you're a grown-ass person around the world in somebody else's country and they use a different currency than you. And now you've got all these coins that you don't know how to count as fast as you would normally know how to count your own country's coins. I remember I was in Camden Market when I went to London, and I was maybe here like 2, maybe 3 weeks. So like my size association to coins in America to the ones in the UK, I would assume would be like, oh, that's a dime. No, it's only 5 cents. Oh, that's 25 cents. No, it's fucking 20 cents. Like, I would make certain assumptions that would just mess me up at the till. So we're in Camden Market, and I got all my change on the table, counting it, to just kind of like associate myself with it before I spend it, just so I could get more used to it, like how they do for kids. So I'm not thinking much of this, but we're also leaving London in like a couple hours. My boy looks at me, and it's just like, you're such a Jake. I'm like, what am I doing, bro? I'm just counting my change. He's like, where the fuck are you right now? Look at yourself. And I kind of just like step outside myself for a moment. I'm like, I got my bag. I got all my coins on the table. It's early as fuck. Camden Market's not even open yet. Like, I look like a homeless person. Like, I'm just counting my change up to try and like survive through the day, which I was kind of. But like, oh man. Oh, we was just busting up laughing. It was ridiculous. I just looked like a homeless guy in Camden Market. But I was just trying to learn how to count the change so I could not be in this embarrassing situation.
Pressing no tip on my pickup order. We had to charge that in LA. The no tip thing, we had to charge that in LA. These man wanted a tip for everything.
Oh, bro,
the chicken fucking, was it Walmart? No, Target. The chicken Target that tried to fake us for some tips.
Trying to beg the accent just to like entertain us.
I she tried to do the accent as well.
Oh, fam, she was selling it.
Yeah. Bro, there was somewhere else we went there, they asked for a tip. I couldn't believe it.
It wasn't in Coachella when they tried the food stands. Was it not there? Coachella food stands, yeah.
The fucking
Yeah.
food stands,
Yeah,
the taco
yeah.
place.
Yeah, that was it.
Man
that
was
it.
screaming, tip.
Yeah.
Do you remember? I walked off. I didn't know what he was saying.
Yeah.
I thought he was speaking Spanish, bro. Tip. I didn't know what he was saying. I walked off because he couldn't have been saying tip.
Yeah, because you already,
I'd already paid for it,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
And then, it's weird over there because you pay, and then they ask you after if you want to leave a tip.
Oh my days, LA as well, Scopa, when we went to that joint, and my man, the way he said the phrase pissed me off. So obviously, American culture, you have to, you don't have to tip, but regular tip is 20% of the bill. So I gave him my card to wanted to pay for the bill, and he said, unfortunately, because it went through, then got transferred back.
It's
went
not
through,
so basically he
got
said,
transferred back.
it's not letting you do multiple transactions.
Transactions, yeah.
It has to be all in one.
And I'm thinking, when he said multiple transactions, I was thinking, what's going on? It's a single payment. Then he said, it won't let me add my own tip. So, what I have to sign for it or use a different card? I can't remember what he said.
He said, basically, he's saying, the price of the meal is this, and my tip is this.
Yeah.
It won't let me do 2 transactions.
Yeah.
So you either need to let me, you need to either give me permission to put the tip and the bill together in one
that was
transaction,
it.
or give me your second card.
That was it. That wasn't thinking.
There's no third option.
There's no third option. So what you're telling me is I can pay the full bill as a normal human being.
Oh, there's a third option. I'm not fucking giving you no tip. The fuck? I'm not doing it. If you did good service, you get a tip. Just because I came out to eat does not mean you get a tip. No. Do not look at me for your wages because your employer does not give them to you. I'm sorry. I'd rather pay more for a goddamn meal than to have to be required to tip fucking every goddamn time. And my man said up to 20%. That's crazy. That's crazy. I need to have an extra 20% of the money that I plan to spend on food plus tax. Like, that's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Or you can try and add a tip for yourself and I'll pay that instead. That's what he was saying.
No, he wasn't even saying that, bro. He was saying, you're tipping me no matter what.
Yeah, facts. That's what I'm saying. You're tipping me no matter what, but he wasn't giving me the option to just pay the bill.
Yeah.
He wasn't giving me the option just to pay the bill. And he said multiple transactions. Thinking there are no multiple transactions.
And you're not choosing my tip, by the way. That's what he's saying. You're not choosing. I've decided my tip is this.
That thing, it baffles me, bro. They take it back to the till and
bro, and then in the airport, when I ordered food, they include the tip on the bill.
Okay.
And then there's an option for an additional tip on top of that.
There wasn't.
Yes, I promise you there was.
Is this where we were watching the game?
We were watching the game, bro.
Oh, wow.
I sat at the bar. She didn't even have to walk over to a table.
Yeah.
I sat at the bar. She takes the order, puts it in. She doesn't even do anything. She doesn't even write anything down. You sit at the bar. She's got a tablet behind the bar. Asks you what you want. She pushes one button to say burger and fries.
Yeah.
And then nothing else happens. And then she gives me the thing, and it's like, the 20% tip is already included. And then you look at the receipt, and it's like, option for how much extra tip do you want to pay? I was like, what is going on in this country?
Yeah, bro. It's so inherently built in that people just throw the cash for tips. Like the guy.
I'm American. I don't throw cash for tip. I don't inherently think you should tip. Is it part of the culture in America to tip? Goddamn right it is. Am I one of those people that didn't drink that stupid ass Kool-Aid? You're goddamn right. If you do good service, you get tipped. I'll tip the ice cream man. I'll tip for good service. Where the fuck it comes from? I'm not just tipping a nigga because he came to work. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Guy that was sat next to us talking to the other guy about basketball, about London and stuff or whatever. He ordered a drink and he just reaction slid a tenner in the glass as well. It's like a 10.
Nah. That's different. If I'm going to the bar and I plan on drinking, when I get my first drink and I got like the peas, I'm gonna slide my nigga a 10, maybe a 20, depending on what type of bill I'm thinking I'm gonna have for the night. Cause you do this for your bartender, cuz gonna bless you. Your drinks will hit heavier. Shit, they most likely also gonna come at a discount as well. Or if they don't come at a discount, the pour on the bevy is going to be up. You will be taken care of first and foremost. Now those bartenders that don't take care of you after you make sure you take care of them up front, them niggas is the worst. Them niggas is the worst. But the ones that I'm trying to play the game here, my nigga. Let me slide you a 20. I'm also going to be here for time. Like, let me get that tab open. I'll be back. $150 later, it's like, was it $170 at the bar? Sure. But everybody is pissed, and it's a great goddamn time. It's so good. It's so good.
Enna, The drink was like £5. He spent a tenner in there. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, bro.
All he did was bring you a mixer. That's all he did, bro.
mixer.
You tipped him a tenner.
It's hard to have that conversation without sounding cheap.
Of course it is, but it's because it's not.
No, it's not.
This whole
No,
conversation
it's
is
not.
given if you're broke, just say so.
Yeah,
but it's not that.
It's not that. It's the principle.
principle.
It's the principle. If you man did it right, your tax would already be on every single thing we want to pay for. How am I paying for J's in a store and you're telling me a figure, like let's say you're telling me 250 and I go to the till, you're telling me it's 3 bills. You just told me.
Yeah.
Joe, you see the anger my nigga has? That is the level of elation I have spending money in the UK. Because when I say I'm struggling and I got £100 to get to the end of the month, I can to the pence calculate what my life is going to cost, what I'll need to spend. If I go in the store and I got $5 a day to make something out of, I can go in there and get 5 motherfucking things. You can live like that. You can't live like that when it's fucking plus tax. Oh my God. And if America figures out how to do plus tax and a VAT, niggas gonna be broke.
It's 250.
Facts, bro.
So why is the till telling me 3
the
bills?
tax thing and the tip thing in America needs to get, you man need to sort it out. Come together and change the system.
Yeah.
Give me the price on the tag.
Yeah, facts. Biden, do something.
Yeah.
He said do something.
Because you lot are killing it, man. It was so jarring. Anyway, back to it. What shouldn't be embarrassing but is trying out a new exercise in the gym.
Wow.
Yep.
Trying out a new exercise.
Shout out to the folks that
in
actually
the
get through it, though.
gym. Wow. All period going to a new gym completely.
When you don't know the layout?
You don't know the layout, you're just wandering like a headless chicken.
Bro.
It's jarring.
I've been to gyms in my life, but I hate the anxiety of that.
Yeah.
Where's the leg stuff?
Facts, bro.
Oh, it's the worst.
It's crazy. Being the new person at a job.
I don't give a fuck about that.
That's tough.
It's
I
the
didn't
worst thing I
fuck
can
with you
imagine.
niggas
I
first.
hate that feeling for everybody.
Nope.
Every first.
I get a new job. I don't even like you niggas. I've worked one job in my entire life where niggas have. I even in that job, niggas ended up wanting to be my friend at that job. Like no, like I come into a place. I don't like none of you niggas. Y'all gonna have to show me whether or not you are a work homie or you're a job's worth. Cause I can't fuck with the job's worth niggas. Cause y'all be. I'll get you to wake up at work and then you are upset at the job and now they firing you because you done woke up at work and I done told you it's not safe to wake up everywhere. It's not my fault. Like, nah, I don't fuck with niggas at work. I try and keep my work life so separate. Like, when I work with, like corporate entities and that, like, say you work at, like, Burger King, McDonald's and that, my work and personal life, as far as music goes, I'm in there. I like to make music with the people that I'm friends with people I make music with. It is beautiful.
First day at any job I've ever had, I've left there with a migraine that I can't describe.
Because you're just on edge.
So sorry about it.
You're on edge the amount of times I have to say my name especially. The amount of times people have gotten my name wrong in my 32 years of living.
Yeah,
bro.
I couldn't.
Thank God for this pod.
In fact,
do you know what I mean?
Because now they know.
Now they know my name.
If you're getting it wrong, it's your
Your
business.
business, and I'm not talking to you if you get it wrong, because I've done said my name on here. So yeah, but the amount of times, bro, it's so.
Bro,
I gotta give him credit for this position because in the clips I've watched, I've not seen Cuz say his name at all. I had to pick up his name from James speaking, and I only know James's name because he says it's James's name. They both say each other's names enough that I was able to pick it up, and then obviously in the comment section. But my man's never come out and be like, "I'm Fuhad, da. This is James." It's always James doing the intro, so it's funny that he's like, "Man, don't say his name on here." I'd have said it at least once. That should cover it.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
because I already can't deal with that. The first day of working, what's your name and where did you work before here? Ask me again, I dare you.
It's so monotonous.
What did you do before this? Ask me again, I dare you, bro.
You have to learn, and you have to have the task of learning hundreds of names.
Hundreds of names, bro. I
Nope.
promise you, no, it's not happening.
Nope.
And you need to find a buddy that day. Otherwise, you're eating, drinking, sleeping alone.
I'll do it. I'll do it
to cling
happily.
onto someone,
Bro.
Need to cling onto someone.
Also, I need to find someone, but it has to be my choice.
Facts.
Because they always, my last job, bro.
They give you buddies. Yeah,
They give you buddies, and then they invite me to some like induction lunch.
No.
Where it's just like me, one of the team leaders,
Yeah.
and like 3 other people that are just like social butterflies in the office,
Yeah.
and I have to sit there and eat lunch with them. Bro, I sat there for 2 minutes. I left. I said, I'm not doing this bullshit.
Yeah, I
this
hate stuff
fake bullshit.
I hate stuff like that.
Fuck
so
all
much.
of you. I hate this job already.
There
I know
you
you're
go.
trying to be nice.
Yeah.
Fuck you, bro.
It's the worst feeling, man.
All right, yeah. I don't know. I agree with most of these for the most part. Some of them I don't. Some of them I would deal with much differently than I feel like other people. But overall, it's another good episode. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you guys at ShxtsnGigs podcast for putting this together. Because I just sit here and kind of just chat shit to the little topics you guys come up with. So I really do appreciate that. Thank you to everybody that's going to watch this. If you could, please hit that like, subscribe, Patreon's in the description. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out of here. Peace.